What's up, guys? So today we've got this new Montana knife company, Chopper. This thing is big, it's aggressive, and the second you pick it up, you immediately want to start chopping wood with it. That's really the best way to describe this knife. Let's see what makes this thing such an exciting addition for campers, overlanders, and anyone who spends a lot of time outdoors. The first thing that stands out is the size. This isn't a compact camp knife by any means. The blade itself measures 9 3/8 inches from the front of the handle to the tip. And the entire knife comes in at a full 15 inches overall. That's substantial, but interestingly, despite its size, it isn't ridiculously heavy. The entire knife weighs right around 15 ounces, which honestly feels pretty manageable considering just how much steel you're getting here. This is the kind of knife that makes perfect sense as a truck knife or a dedicated camp tool. Throw it in your overlanding setup, keep it in your recovery gear, or strap it onto your pack when you're heading into the woods. It feels purpose-built for those situations where a smaller knife simply isn't enough. Need to chop kindling? No problem. Need to clear branches around camp? This thing looks more than capable. Need to process larger pieces of wood for a fire? That's exactly the kind of work this knife was designed for. One thing we really like here is the handle design. Montana Knife Company didn't just scale up one of their existing knives and call it a day. The handle on this knife actually comes from a custom design that was originally hand-built by Josh Smith. And apparently he liked that custom knife so much that he decided to turn it into a production model. The result is a handle that feels incredibly natural in the hand. It's contoured, ergonomic, and built specifically for repeated chopping motions. That's important because with a knife this size, comfort matters. You don't want hot spots. You don't want sharp edges digging into your hand. You want something that feels secure even after an hour of hard use. And this design looks like it checks all those boxes. There's also a lanyard hole built into the rear of the handle, and honestly, we'd absolutely recommend using it. When you're swinging a large chopper like this, having a paracord lanyard wrapped around your wrist adds an extra layer of security and confidence. The handle itself is made from G10, which is one of our favorite materials for hard-use outdoor knives. G10 is essentially a fiberglass and epoxy composite that's incredibly durable. It doesn't absorb moisture, it handles temperature changes well, and it's extremely resistant to impacts and abuse. In other words, it's exactly the kind of material you want on a knife that's going to spend its life outdoors. As for the blade steel, Montana Knife Company went with 52-100 carbon steel. Now, if you're into knives, you already know that 52-100 has an excellent reputation. It offers great toughness, holds an edge extremely well, and is a favorite among many custom knife makers. The trade-off, of course, is that it isn't stainless. This steel can rust if it's neglected. That's why MKC added a PVD coating to the blade. The coating provides significantly more protection than many traditional finishes and should hold up extremely well against the abuse that a large chopper is likely to see. But even with that coating, you'll still want to keep the blade clean and apply a little maintenance from time to time. After all, this isn't a display knife. This is a work knife, and work knives earn scratches. Designed to bite. One of the most interesting details on this knife is the edge profile. There's a subtle recurve built into the blade, and it's there for a reason. When you're chopping through wood, vines, or even thick rope, the material naturally wants to slide down the edge. That recurve helps prevent that. Instead of slipping away, the material gets pulled into that section of the blade and stays engaged with the cutting edge. The result should be deeper bites and more efficient chopping performance. It's one of those small design choices that probably won't get much attention at first glance, but in real-world use, it can make a huge difference. The knife also comes with a really impressive leather sheath, and honestly, we love when companies put as much effort into the sheath as they do the knife itself. This one was designed by Teton Leather and offers multiple carry options. You can carry it horizontally using the loops on the back, or you can switch to a traditional vertical carry depending on your preference. The leather itself looks fantastic, and it really completes the package. Who is this knife for? This isn't going to replace your everyday carry knife. It's not trying to. This is a dedicated outdoor tool. It's for campers, it's for hunters, it's for overlanders. It's for anyone who spends enough time outside to appreciate having a serious chopper within reach. In a truck, this thing makes a lot of sense. At camp, it makes even more sense. And for emergency situations where you need to process wood, clear brush, or build shelter, having a tool like this nearby could be incredibly useful. Anyway, that's our look at the new MKC Chopper. Let us know in the comments below, would this be your dedicated camp knife, or are you still sticking with a hatchet for heavy-duty work around camp? As always, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace.